Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater. And this is an interesting one because the DC Universe streaming service dropped last week, right? It came out finally. I bought it. I got 15 months of service. I pre-ordered it at Comic-Con time. I haven't installed it yet because I was playing Call of Duty Blackout all weekend and watching American Vandal Season 2. So I just never really got around to checking out the DC Universe, but it's one thing I got to do tonight. However, this particular story kind of frightens me a little bit when it comes to DC Universe, because what the fuck are they doing? Like, I get what they're doing, and I can understand it, but at the same time, this is going to bite them square in the ass when it comes to dealing with binging culture. Now, it says here, DC Universe will release one episode of original shows each week, but that will increase in 2020, meaning you've got to invest the time, right? At least the 15 months right now into this service where you only get one show a week, one new show a week. That's not very good. Now, it says over the weekend, the DC Universe subscription service officially launched, giving fans access to loads of comic books, movies, animated series, and more from the world of DC Comics. The crown jewel of the DC Universe subscription won't arrive until October, when the original series of Titans debuts. But once it does, it's the beginning of a constant stream of original programming week after week. Beginning with Titans, DC Universe will debut one new episode of an original series each week. However, that will increase as time goes on and the number of original projects grow. So basically, it's going to be what they've got right now. So they're going to do the 13 episodes, or really the 12 episodes of Titans. I think at the first episode's like really episodes 1 and 2 on the 15th of October. And then after that, it's going to be whatever shows they've got coming down the pipeline. And I get that. I get that. I don't know how that's going to work in some cases, especially when shows start going into second, third seasons. I understand doing it right now. Like, they don't want to binge release it. They want to kind of piecemeal it out over time to get more people talking about it, to get hype up. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to build that hype, to get people to come in and then pay for the service. Now, in a recent profile of DC Universe, Warner Brothers Digital Network's president, Craig Huneggs, confirmed the plan to release a new episode of an original series each week, starting with Titans on October 12th, with the live-action show Swamp Thing, Doom Patrol, and Stargirl slated to follow. Not to mention animated programming like Harley Quinn and Young Justice Outsiders. They should have no problem keeping up with that schedule. So Harley Quinn, I mean, okay, you think these shows are going to be like 3-month shows. So it's one per quarter, really. So it's going to be, October, November, December for Titans, and then it's going to be, Swamp Things, and then Doom Patrol and Stargirl, and then they're going to fit Harley Quinn and Young Justice Outsiders somewhere in there before bringing up the next season of Titans. I mean, it's an interesting tactic, but they've got to fill it with more stuff. Now, however, assuming all goes well within the DC Universe and subscribers like what they're seeing out of the original programming slate from the streaming service, the output of episodes will increase. The hope is that DC Universe will be churning out two new episodes a week by 2020. If we assume that the inaugural shows from the DC Universe first year of launch get another season, then it only makes sense to increase the output of original episodes once they have continuing shows and also new shows debuting at the same time. So they're trying to kind of do a reverse Netflix, so to speak. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to really get, like, I get it. They're trying to build everything up. They want to build everyone's, I guess you could call it their viewing habits, right? So, it's like, I'm just speculating here, but like, it's Friday, it's 8 p.m. DC Universe is going to drop a new show every Friday at 8 p.m. You can then plan your night around that, which is what they want, right? Unlike Netflix, which is going to drop everything at once. You kind of race to finish it. They want you to enjoy this. And then they're going to, as soon as it's over, that the next week there's going to be a new show, that there's going to be something else to keep you engaged, keep you entertained. And that is actually really, really interesting to me that they're doing that like that. That's, to me, that's super fascinating that they're doing that, because ultimately I would argue that the entire goal of this is to really just you know, get people involved. And I think that's a solid way of going about things. And I really would hope that a lot of other people start to kind of flock the DC universe if this tactic works. But at the same time, we're used to, you know, we're used to these services providing us with more than just one show at a time. I mean, you know, Hulu for the longest time didn't do original programming, but when it did, it had a couple shows in the pipeline. Now it's got a lot of shows that it's doing. You know, Netflix, same concept. You know, Amazon, same concept. They did their originals programming. They did all that stuff, and now they're going to only work on the one thing. I don't know. I can see this backfiring because people want something new. Now, DC will argue, they're going to argue, well, look at all the other content we have on here. We've got Batman, the animated series, entirely remastered for 1080p, which is something I'm desperate to watch. And there's going to be all the other animated movies, and there's going to be the cartoon shows, and there's going to be all the other DC stuff over the years. Right. So there's going to be content to fill it. There is. And that's what they're going to want to use to keep you around. But when you come to a service like this and you want original content, you don't really want to wade through a back catalog. You want there to be constantly new content. And that's what they're trying, but just with one show at a time. And then it's going to go all the way through 2019. And then in 2020 is when they're going to finally go to 2 new shows a week. I mean, look, as a person who's going to be reviewing all the content that comes out of DCU, 1 show a week is cool with me, because then that really lightens my workload a bit. And I get to, like, you know, I can work with that. But at the same time, it's going to get to be a habit that they're going to have to ask the audience to make. And I don't know if our binging culture will allow for that. But those are just my thoughts. Curious to know what you guys think about this one. Let me know down in the comments if you plan on getting DC Universe, and if this particular release, you know, makes you happy or makes you mad. And then be sure to type in let's go with swamp in the chat. So if you got this far, type swamp into the chat box, the comment section, so I know you made it. And if you guys want to support the channel, one of the best ways to do so is through commenting and liking, subscribing, sharing, and of course patreon.com/mundane Matt. That'd be a great way to help support things. Anyway, my name is Matt Jarbo. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out. If you enjoyed this video, please consider becoming a patron today for just $1 per month over at patreon.com/mundane Matt.